Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Harachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well and taught us this 100% truth. Much peace and blessings be unto you. Hopefully, elect out there, but not this world without truth and sincerity. Shalom. This article reads, Tennessee pastor says, I'm sick of it. Tells his members that those who wear masks will be removed. And this is spiritual, because if you're in this truth, man, you have to have full trust in the Lord. You know, the Lord shows mercy unto those whom He show mercy to, those being His elect. You know, according to a report from the Charlotte Observer, a Tennessee pastor has threatened to boot mask wearers from his Tennessee church, as some places are taking additional measures to help protect against the more contagious coronavirus Delta variant. And it's saying if they go through round 2 and you start showing up with all these masks, because these mandates that are popping out left and right, you know, California and New York being those first states establishing these mandates, causing all city workers to get one of those shots, man. Because to them it's a threat that to them it's like you're threatening them with the life or death situation, when in reality it's the other way around. You know, and he says, and all this nonsense, I will ask you to leave. So this is spiritual, man, because at the same time, we're supposed to keep that confidence and rely on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to deliver us from plenty of things, you know. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 33, verse 17. And horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall they deliver any by his great strength. So the horse is a vain way to escape a certain situation, man. You know, then what about these masks, man? They won't protect you. It's a vain thing. See that? And a horse, man, a horse is really strong. You know, that's why they added that word horsepower to the cars, man. You know, due to their speed. But yet again, it's a vain thing, man, because the Lord could always cause something to happen. You know, if this was the ancient world, man, and you were running away from a certain situation in a horse, the Lord could cause that horse to stumble and get sick, and you die, you know, from impact after it collapses. You know, the Lord could cause it that you could still get infected, you know, because a lot of these masks have little holes, man, where you could, where certain what's it called, certain type of chemicals go through those masks, and you could inhale those toxins, man. So it's a vain thing for safety. You know, it won't deliver you. At the same time, we don't even need masks. You know, and hopefully YouTube won't take down this video, man. But I mean, this is spiritual because we ask ourselves, are we in this truth because of what we do, man? Because, you know, we sin, and we we all have our battles, but we all got to put trust in the Lord. 2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 14, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. Weak meaning frail, fragile, feeble. You know, and this is weak nature, man, to depend on objects to deliver you, man. That's like materialistic right there, and that's like, how can you even depend on the Lord then? You know. Let me read it again. Let go from the mortal thoughts, and these are mortal thoughts, man. These are mortal thoughts. You know, demons. These demons, man. You know, they change up your thoughts and tempt you to go off, but you cannot do that, man. You gotta let go from these mortal thoughts, and we could discern them, man. We could discern when a demon's in us, man. You know, and we could rebuke it. It's easy, you know, because these scriptures, man, they give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so you could quickly realize what's going on. Just like how you could tell that one lady across the street has a bunch of demons on her. Well, same thing you could do. You could help yourself out. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 4, verse 5. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness. You know? And those are going to the times before Yahushua came on the scene. So there was burnt offerings. But at the same time, you could apply it to now, man. Being a living sacrifice. You know? sacrificing everything, man. Everything, and putting your trust in the Lord. See, and it says, and put your trust in the Lord. And it is a righteous thing to put your trust in the Lord, man. And what does it say in Psalms 118, I believe it was? It is better to put your confidence in the Lord it is better to put your trust in the Lord than to have confidence in man. And that's exactly what it is. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep. Thou, Lord, only makest me to dwell safety, Slakia. So, Lord, He makes you to dwell in safety if you please Him, man. And the only way a person could please Him if he's of the elect, And since we already rely on the Lord, it says, I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, man. For thou, Lord, only makest me to dwell in safety. So these mask mandates, man, they want you to put them on. It's a big requirement for this Delta strain, but it's a vain thing. This is the book of Judges, chapter 7, verse 5. So he brought down the people into the water, and the Lord said unto Gideon, Salaki, everyone that lappeth on the water with his tongue, as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink. And the number of them that lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, were 300 men. So those 300 men were chosen to stay in the battle, man. But all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knee to drink water. And the Lord said unto Gideon, by the 300 men that lapped will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into thine hand, and let all the other people go, every man to his place. So, Lord, He's choosing plenty of people, man. We're all called, but He's trying you, man. The Lord is trying you to see if you're worthy enough to continue in this thing, and one of those things being putting your faith in Him. Have we ever gotten sick from the coronavirus? No, we haven't. The only times we'd wear it is to enter shops, but recently they stopped letting you wear masks. But now it's going back to full lockdown mode again. Right? You had Australia in that lockdown, and it's gonna happen again. Various counties also have that. I forget what city it was, but they had a lockdown recently. Have you ever seen the elect suffering by this thing? No. Deuteronomy 20:1. And these are certain laws, our forefathers back in the ancient world had to follow, for war. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies and seest horses, and we are soldiers, man. And this thing is mainly for the men, and that's in Proverbs, the 8th chapter, verse 4, if I recall. Unto you, O men, I call. Well, this thing is mainly for men, and we're soldiers. The apostle broke it down. That word meaning solitaire. And what do you have in prison? People that need high security, high watch time. They put them in the solitaire, man. Solitary confinement, and they confine them there to that room to leave them with their thoughts. And we're basically being here left with our thoughts. Solitary meaning alone. We are alone in this thing. So we're not actual physical soldiers, slaying people right now and defending a country that don't love them. But we're soldiers spiritually, man, for the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And thou goest out to battle against thine enemies and seest horses and chariots and a people more than thou. Be not afraid of them, for the Lord thy power is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And He did that, man. And that was one of the greatest things, one of the greatest works, man, the Lord has ever done. An example of that is Sodom and Gomorrah, man. People still talk about these things, man, although they happened, many years ago, centuries ago, man. And it shall be when you are come nigh unto the battle that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto the battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be you terrified because because of them. You know, for the Lord, your power is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you. At the same time, man, they're going to start coming after us, Salakia. You know, I just read an article and I forget what it was about, but, you know, they're going to start targeting us, man. You know? So, if you're the elect, man, why should you frail, man? Why should you hold back? If it says here, for the Lord your power is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies. And it reads on, and the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, what man is there that hath built a new house, and hath not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicated it. See that the Lord has had these certain laws, man, for certain men, you know. He would gather them all up, and then little by little, he'd start plucking them out, and see what remains. And those who remain, you know, those were his chosen right there, for a purpose, you know, to which is the battle. And what man is he that hath planted a vineyard, and hath not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it. You know? And what man is there that hath betrothed a wife, and hath not taken her? Let him go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man take her. You know? And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart. Slacking. You know? And it shall be, when the officers have made an end of the speaking unto the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. So whatever remained, man, those were the Lord's chosen, man. So you know, the Lord right now, you know, as I'm speaking, is plucking these people out right now, you know. You know, but this is a warning. There's plenty of people that claim to be in this truth, man, yet are being plucked out because they have no faith. And faith is a big thing that you require. You know. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death. You know, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And just like it says in Romans the 6th chapter, I believe it was, the wages of sin are death. Well, you know, the wages of carnality, which is a sin, man, you know, it leads to death as well. You know, because you're displeasing the Lord in what you're doing by having fear and never putting your trust in Him. And He's the Lord power. What does the scripture say? If Yahweh be for us, then who can be against us? So anyways, I hope this video was edifying. Lord, will we continue to push? First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harachak Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well and taught us 100% truth. Much peace and blessings be to you. Hopefully, elect out their person out this word with all truth and sincerity. Shalom.